All right, so we are on the last one. 4 times 7 is 28, and 28 minus 5 would be 23. Okay, on to slide 10. Complete those function tables. Here's our rule, x divided by 5 minus 2. So if x is 20, we have 20 divided by 5, which is 4, and 4 minus 2 will give us 2. Okay, if x is 30, we have 30 divided by 5, which is 6, and 6 minus 2 will give us 4. Now, here, this time we're given the answer. So I'm going to put in a little text box, and I want you to do the same. We're going to type what this means. All right, so if we are going to divide by 2 and divide by 5 and subtract 2, we have to work backwards. The opposite of subtracting 2 would be to add 2, and then the opposite of dividing by 5 would be to multiply by 5. So if I start with 8 and I add 2, I get 10, and then I would take 10 and multiply by 5 to get 50. Now let's check to see if that works. 50 divided by 5 is 10, and 10 minus 2 is 8. So think about it. When you're given the answer, look at the function rule and go backwards and think of the opposite. If you're going backwards, you're doing the opposite. Okay, over here, top right, we have y equals 2x minus 4. So if x is 6, we have 2 times 6, which is 12. And then 12 minus 4 would be 8. Okay, here, if x is 18, we have 2 times 18, which is 36. And then 36 minus 4, which would be 32. Okay, and then we're given the answer. So again, we have to work backwards. So let's talk about what that means. Okay, you're going to go, instead of subtracting 4, we're going to add 4. And then the opposite of multiplying by 2 would be to divide by 2. Okay, so if we have 24, we would add 4 to get 28. And then 28 divided by 2 would be 14. Okay, so let's check it. 2 times 14 is 28, and 28 minus 4 is 24. Okay, here we have a different rule, 3x plus 2. So we're multiplying by 3 and adding 2. So if x is 3, 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 plus 2 would give us 11. All right, and then these two are working backwards. So that means the opposite of subtracting 2 would be the opposite of adding 2 would be to subtract 2. And then the opposite of multiplying by 3 would be divide by 3. All right, so 17 minus 2 is 15, and 15 divided by 3 is 5. Let's check it. 3 times 5 is 15, and 15 plus 2 is 17. Okay, 20 minus 2 is 18, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. Now let's check that. 3 times 6 is 18, and 18 plus 2 is 20. All right, here we're graphing these function tables. It says Brianna bikes 12 miles per hour. The function rule that represents this situation is 12x, where x is the number of hours. Make a table to find how many hours she has biked when she has gone 12, 36, and 48 miles. So x is the number of hours. Okay, so I'm going to put a little, just as a little reminder, this is the number of hours. Okay, and then the other one is the number of miles. So that means the miles goes here for our y. So remember when we were talking about independent and dependent, okay, the number of hours would be the independent because the miles depends on the number of hours that she bikes. And they want to know, to make a table, to find how many hours she's biked when she's gone 12, 36, and 48 miles. Okay, so 12, 36, and 48 miles.